Hi, my name is Ron Pappalardo. I'm an author, teacher, and psychic medium living in North Carolina. And I wanted to speak to you today about the First Blessing Spirit World Seminar. The First Blessing Spirit World Seminar is a program that started in January of 2014. And since that time, we've presented it in 12 cities in the United States and Canada to several hundred participants. By the end of this year, we're going to add 3 more cities: Seattle, Washington, Chicago, and Milan, Italy. The First Blessing Spirit World Seminar is being sponsored by the Unification Theological Seminaries Alumni Association, and it's offered as a service to help people better understand the spirit world, but most of all, to experience the reality of God on a deeper, more personal way than perhaps we have experienced up to the present time. The UTS Alumni Association asked me to partner with them to conduct these seminars because I've been given a unique opportunity to explore the subject of the spirit world and individual spiritual growth that most people haven't had. You see, in 2003, I lost my firstborn son Joshua to the tragedy of suicide when he was only 17 years old. As a result, I developed a strong desire to try to reach my son in the spirit world with the hope of helping him in any way that I could after he had gone through such a traumatic experience. With the help of many people who have developed the ability to communicate with the spirit world, I was able to find my son in the spirit world, and I experienced profound comfort and healing in our renewed relationship, and I went through a humbling process that brought me into a deeper personal relationship with God. I then discovered that I could also communicate with my son directly and others in the spirit world. And so I decided to undergo professional training to develop my own spiritual senses. I enrolled in a spiritualist seminary, and I graduated from the Morris Pratt Institute's educational course on modern spiritualism. So I now spend my time teaching people about the spirit world, giving private readings, but most of all, spreading the message that really the highest form of spirituality is to be found in developing our own direct personal relationship with God as an experience rather than just as a belief. So that's why we call this the First Blessing Spirit World Seminar. The first blessing is to attain that spiritual maturity where we can experience individual oneness with God. And the core of that experience is in knowing directly the unconditional love that God has for each one of us. So during the seminar I will teach you techniques that are designed to produce that experience. The experiences are for real, and they're very powerful. They are life transforming, and they're personal just for you. So you don't need to take just my word for it. I've got some testimonies here from people who have attended the workshop. So for example, Dr. Tyler Hendricks from Berrytown wrote, "I attended Ron Pappalardo's workshop, grew my heart, and refreshed my relationship with my family, myself, and God." Sherry Reuter from California wrote, "Ron's workshop was healing water for my soul. I felt connected deeply to God's heart. I felt real hope for the future, and I feel happy inside." Philip Shanker wrote that he received, quote, "many insights and inspirations for my personal spiritual renewal." And a student from Bridgeport, Connecticut wrote, "I won't be the same. I understand God on a new level. And it's just what I needed because recently it's been hard for me to feel God." So I have dozens of these testimonies just like these. So you might be asking, well, how is it possible to produce this kind of a powerful experience, a direct experience with the love of God in a seminar? Well, during the seminar, I will teach you techniques that produce the experience, such as guided meditation, the practice of hands-on healing, and practicing the gift of prophecy that St. Paul talks about in the Bible. I will also provide you with the knowledge that you need to understand your own spiritual senses and spiritual gifts, because everybody's different. And I'll also show you how you can use those gifts to perceive the presence of God in your day-to-day living. I will also give you examples from history about people who developed a very profound relationship with God in a direct experience, such as Mother Teresa, the Great Awakening minister Charles Finney, and even the experiences of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Finally, I will show you how you can defeat any obstacles that might be preventing you from having a direct experience with God by overcoming blocks such as, feelings of unworthiness, not feeling value, struggling with anger or resentment, the need to practice forgiveness, and overcoming our fears. So these are all of the things that I will offer during the program. So usually we do this seminar as a 2-day program on a weekend. And it runs from about 9 o'clock in the morning to about 5:30 in the afternoon, both days. On Sunday, we can do it one of two ways. If you want me to speak at your Sunday service, then we just bring all the participants to your Sunday service and incorporate that as part of the seminar. I give a very moving message on Sunday morning about Jesus, about how Jesus had his own very profound personal experience with God when he experienced the baptism of John the Baptist at the Jordan River. After a break, then we just continue the seminar after the Sunday service. So we can adjust the schedule to meet your needs. We usually schedule a 1-hour lunch break, and we have 15-minute breaks between each session. The sessions run about an hour to an hour and a half long, and we always have plenty of time for questions and answers and interaction with the participants. So we recommend that we don't require it, but we recommend that participants read my second book, which is called Reconciled by the Light, Book 2, as preparation for the seminar. You can find this book on Amazon.com or on my website, which is simply reconciledbythelight.com. If you are interested in getting more information or in actually hosting a First Blessing Spirit World seminar, then please contact the president of the Unification Theological Seminaries Alumni Association. His name is Robin Graham, and he can be reached at area code 914-282-6087. That's 914-282-6087. Thanks so much for listening, and I hope I get a chance to see you real soon.